Alright, hi people, it's Shakes here, and I'm here to do another unboxing and review for you guys today of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Rita Repulsa, which, yeah, I'm really surprised that this isn't labeled a remastered figure because it really falls under that category, because they originally released a Rita figure several years ago, I think in like 2018 or 2019. I think in a 2-pack with Lord Zed, who they released originally by himself, and then with a Rita figure. And a lot of people had problems, I think, with that Rita figure, and I didn't really care to buy most of the what do you call them? The villain figures. I still really don't, unless if I actually like the season. But I thought to get this because I think it's actually a really good figure from what I've seen of it. So, yeah. Also known as Witch Bondora from G-Ranger, if you're more familiar with that show. So, yeah. Played by Machiko Soga in the original G-Ranger footage and the Ju-2 footage. And then, I forget her name, but they had a different actress come in and play her in Season 2 after the Ju-2 footage ran out. But yeah, so, just on the front here, you get a render of the figure with her magic wand and the power effect piece. You got the Lightning Collection logo and everything, her cackling, which is nice. Some nice artwork of her. It says Mighty Morphin Rita Repulsa. Hasbro plastic-free packaging and everything. On the top, you get the Lightning Collection logo. Bottom's just a bunch of legal info. So, yeah. So then we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo right there, without the Saban part. Mighty Morphin Rita Repulsa. Then the 30th anniversary logo. And the side right here, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The big artwork of Rita. And the 30th anniversary logo again. Then on the back here, you get the figure and the accessories she comes with more hands, the magic wand, or staff, or whatever. Lightning effect piece, a couple of different faces, which is interesting. You have the Mighty Morphin logo right there, Mighty Morphin Rita Repulsa, and a different render of the figure in a different pose. So, yeah. Of course, I only got one of the pieces of tape when I tried to cut it open before the video, of course. But yeah, so, come on. Don't know why that was hard to get out, but whatever. So, yeah. So we have a figure with this nice cloth, like, robe and everything, and I think actually this looks pretty good, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's actually really cool. Then we got the accessories bag. Give it the length of the magic wand. In Power Rangers, they call it a magic wand, so that's why I'm calling it that. So yeah, that's actually pretty big in regards to that, but it has to match the size of the prop on the show, relative to the figure. So yeah. So here we go with the lightning effect piece, which I think has been done before. I think that's to wrap inside the staff so it actually stays. Okay, so that makes sense. And then we got the alternate hands, which they have each of her rings individually painted on the fingers, which is interesting, and molded. So yeah, we got a fist hand, we got a grip hand. Assuming she has the other ones on her, maybe? I don't know. And then it's like a pointing hand and a splayed open hand. Depends on what you want to pose her with. And then this figure, for the design of her, they took inspiration from SH Figure Arts and had two different alternate faces where you take the face that's on her already off and then replace it with one of those two. And I actually like the facial expressions that they chose. First they have a face where she's looking like she's saying, "I have a headache," and then a laughing face on her is her, like, smug, smiling face. Yeah. And then we have the staff, or magic wand, which is just... I love this, actually. Like, I never really paid too much attention to it in the show, if I rewatched the show or if I watched G-Ranger, but this looks really good, honestly. On that fade into the black and into the gold on the bottom is actually really cool. They got a lot of good detail on this in regards to the paint apps. This is really good. So yeah, so here we go with the Rita Repulsa figure, aka Witch Bondora. And I think that this is actually a really good figure in regards to the details and everything, and the molding and everything. It's really good. And from what I know, it is a major upgrade to the one from like 4 or 5 years ago, whenever the hell they released it in the 2-pack with Lord Zed. So, yeah, and they have the cloth. They have actual cloth for the figure, which is just nice. On the... Okay, the body is just a black body mold, which is fine. It's not like he'll take it off. I hope not, at least. Anyway, so, yeah. And I think they really captured Machiko Soga's face likeness really well with this figure. I think that they actually captured her face pretty well in the face molds. And that's really good. So, yeah, a good amount of detail in regards to the cloth for the robe, everything in the plastic pieces. And yeah, so that's just really good. In regards to articulation, you move her head all over the place. Somewhat in a 360, but careful with that. Arms can move, wow, really up. Really up. It could just be the way that the arms are, but I'm not sure. Yeah, she's got butterfly joints. You can move them side to side as well. In regards to the elbows, does she have... Okay, she doesn't have double ball jointed elbows, which is whatever. It's fine, honestly. Don't really need them for her. But yeah. And then for the legs, you can move them at a 90-degree angle there. She's got the drop-down hips and everything. For the torso, move her all around and everything, which is good. And then you have a double ball joint for the knees. And then for the feet, move them back and forth, as well as break the ankle. So, yeah. And let's take a look at... okay, you just take this off and place the other face on. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that was taken inspiration, or they took inspiration from SH Figure Arts for that. Because they have a similar system. So yeah. And again, I think all three of these faces look really good, and... yeah, there's a difference in the face from the render on here to her actual laughing face, I think. It's mainly the eyes and, like, her top, or her eyelids. I think, being slightly more closed on the render versus the actual figure, which I don't really care. It still looks really good. So, yeah, you just have a really good Rita Repulsa right here. I hope that, like, maybe next year or something like that, they do, like, a remastered Lord Zed. That'd be really good. I don't really know if they could really do a remastered White Ranger, because they did a really good job the first time. The only thing I can think of is maybe some more hands and the Power Morpher with the White Ranger coin. Or the Tiger coin. But, yeah. I might need to buy some, like, feet stands for her, because she doesn't, at least not on this table, she doesn't seem to want to stand for some reason. So, yeah, I can't really stand her that well. Especially since she's supposed to be holding the staff pretty up. But yeah. And something else I wanted to show as sort of a cap off to the remastered figures, and probably all the Mighty Morphin Season 1 at the very least figures in general. I did not know you could do this with the original releases of these figures, or the metallic versions, but you can put all of them together to form the cannon. Howling Cannon in G-Ranger. I'm not sure exactly what it's called in Mighty Morphin, but yeah, you can just do that. I think they're the only team thus far to be able to do that. So yeah, I just wanted to show that to sort of cap off these Mighty Morphin Lightning Collection figure reviews. I don't really see how they could do much better than these figures. I think that they did a really good job with Rita, and I'm really surprised that they didn't label this a remastered version, because it does fall under that category. But yeah, so overall, I'm very pleased with this figure. I do recommend it if you want to get a Rita Repulsa or Witch Bondora figure from either Hasbro or Bandai. I don't think Bandai would really do these, because they really only produced new G-Ranger / Mighty Morphin stuff for the international market. Like, in Japan, G-Ranger isn't really well remembered, because it is kind of a mid-series, but yeah. But otherwise, yeah, I do recommend this figure. I think it is really good. I think it's a good likeness to Machiko Soga. I think it's really good in regards to details and accuracy and everything. And for what you get, I think it's pretty good. I think it could have included maybe a few other things. But yeah, maybe they wanted to include this with that came with the remastered Green Ranger with her, because it would make sense. But then they chose to package the Dragon Shield with a remastered Red Ranger. But yeah. But if you do get the remastered Green Ranger with her, well, you get that, which is pretty cool. And you can, I guess, maybe recreate some scenes from either Mighty Morphin or Zyuranger. So, yeah. So I really don't have much to say. So, yeah, links, description to all my shit. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.